All right, 7th graders, it is day number 2 of our TinkerCAD activity or project. Today on your screen you see the activities. You are going to complete the TinkerCAD starters and lessons. Then you're going to choose a lesson of your choice to go through and complete that. And once you've completed the lesson of your choice, you're going to take a screenshot showing that you've completed that. Many of you may have already gone through those starters and lessons as part of the Dragster project. If you did not, this is where you'll have a chance to go back and go through those starters and lessons and just really learn how to use some of the features on the TinkerCAD program. All right. Our essential question today that should guide us is, what is the purpose of tutorial lessons? And so again, you are going to go through some of these lessons, learn some of the skills and features of the TinkerCAD program, and we're asking you, okay, again, what's the purpose of that? Okay, why go through tutorials, whether they're video tutorials or something that you might read? You should go back to the definition, understand what a tutorial is, and then think about what's the reasoning for that, the purpose for that. All right, so pause the video right now and open up your design notebook. All right, we should have our design notebooks open. You see the go sign and start day number 2. If you're not at this point, again, pause the video and get to this point in your design notebook. As always, you should set a goal. Today you would like to, or I would like to, what? Fill in that sentence starter. And then here you see our essential question again, what is the purpose of tutorial lessons? So what's the reason for doing tutorials or going through tutorials? Okay, you're going to complete that statement in terms of what the purpose is. Now as we go through today, we're going to be developing our ideas, learning how to use these TinkerCAD starters and lessons. Okay, I would suggest that you go through TinkerCAD, and I will show TinkerCAD here on the screen in just a second. But you are going to then, in your design notebook, use this as a checklist. So once you have logged into TinkerCAD, again, right-click on one of these boxes, choose the check mark showing that you've completed that step, and then go through the rest of these and just go through this one at a time. All right, it might be helpful if you would like to split your screen. Okay, so if you just minimize this up here in the top, you can have half of this screen being your design notebook, half of this being TinkerCAD, if that's easier for you. All right, and I will show you how to do that here in just a second once we get TinkerCAD open. But you're just going to basically, again, go through each of these steps in your design notebook. It should just be simple for you. Use it as a checklist, step-by-step directions. All right, so let's click on this TinkerCAD link or use the class link that your teacher gives you, and we will get logged in to TinkerCAD. All right, go ahead and do that right now. All right, so if I've clicked on the TinkerCAD link, the first thing that I'm going to do is sign in or join now. Many of you have already signed into TinkerCAD before, so you can just choose sign in. When you do, or if you click join now, again, you can use the code that your teacher gave you. But when you sign in, you are going to, mine looks a little bit different as a teacher, but you're going to sign in with Google. You are probably not going to have the bar that looks just like this, but you will see underneath, if you haven't already, you're going to have other providers, and you're going to see the Google G underneath it. That's what we're going to click on. Okay, if you've already been into TinkerCAD, it's just going to come up with your name, and it will say, is that you? And you click on the button that says, that's me. So I'm going to sign in with Google. When you do this, when you click the Google G, it will take you to your page, so you can choose which account you want to use. We want to use our school account. So I choose my school account, and then that should take me right to my class. All right, and there we go. All right, so go ahead and get signed in and logged into TinkerCAD right now. Once you're all logged in, what I had suggested before is that you split your screen between your design notebook and TinkerCAD. And this is at least just to help you get started. So if I click on my design notebook, I can go up here into the upper right-hand corner and I can minimize that screen. If I just make this a little smaller, you can see that I've got my Google Meets up here. Right now I can open TinkerCAD. I can just drag this into a new window. Let me just make that window just so I can kind of see both things again. There we go. If I can make this a little bit bigger. Okay, and you can just kind of drag these around as you feel like, you need. And my suggestion, once you start working in TinkerCAD, then that is something that you would probably want to maximize that screen. So as I go through this checklist now, I'm already logged in, I've joined now, I'm in my class. Now the next step is we're going to start with the starters. So once in TinkerCAD, I'm reading this box right here, once in TinkerCAD you're going to click Learn in the upper right hand corner. All right, and this is where kind of having the split screen kind of is a disadvantage. So I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger for now, just so you can see. But up here in the upper right hand corner we have Learn. Okay, we're going to start with the starters. Now again, there's only 4 that show up. Some of you went through these already. If you already went through these, you don't have to do them again. But if you didn't, they are extremely important for you to go through these starters. Okay? Extremely important for you to go through these different starters. So I'm going to click See All Starters. I have 7 different ones. Place it, view it, move it, rotate it, size it up, group it, and align it. You're going to want to go through each one, so you click on each one, and when you open up these starters, they show up over here on the left-hand side, the instructions do. And so all you're going to do is just read through each of these instructions. When you're ready, you click the blue button that is over here on the bottom left corner. It doesn't really quite show up on your screen, but it's there. You click Next. That's going to take you through that activity. All right. Once you click Next, there's another button that says Done. You can click Done, and then just continue on to the next one that says View It. And I clearly have nothing on the screen, so I need to make sure that I've actually gone through it. So then I click Continue, and that will take me right into the next starter, the next tutorial. All right. I'm just going to jump back to our design notebook now. And as you go through your design notebook, notice that we want you to go through all of those activities, those starters. Okay? And again, some of you maybe have done those before, so then you don't need to go back and do it. Once you've completed those, though, because they are going to give you an idea of how to do necessary skills with this TinkerCAD program, so make sure you do them. Check them off in here. So once I've done the Place It activity, check it off. Even if you did that before, right-click, choose the check mark. Then we're going to go back to the Learn tab. We're going to do Lessons. 2 lessons that you need to do are creating the holes in the die on the work plane activity. And then you're going to have some choice. Once you've completed those, you're going to choose one more lesson of your choice. When you're done with that one, make sure you take a screenshot showing that you've done it, what it looks like. And then, if you've got some time and you're having fun with this, choose another lesson. Choose a 3rd lesson. If you should do that, and you can aspire to do a 3rd one. All right, so go through those lessons the same way that you did the TinkerCAD starters, and just learn some of those skills, follow those directions. Okay, so again on TinkerCAD, if I want to get out of this now, I can click the TinkerCAD icon, the dashboard up here in the corner or the top. I can click on the dashboard. That is going to take me in a bit, if it loads here, that's going to take me back to the main TinkerCAD page. I'm going to choose Learn up here at the top once again. Rather than starters, I'm going to click right here in the middle with Lessons. I'm going to choose See All Lessons. And then I can scroll down. The 2 that we want you to do are down here at the bottom, creating the holes, and then Die on the Work Plane. Those are going to be 2 skills, making holes, and then working on different kind of planes, so different sides of a shape. That's what Die on the Work Plane is going to be. Once you're done, you can choose any of these other lessons to go through, whether that's this key ring, scaling, copying and pasting, these circuits, learning the moves, twist earrings, okay, buttons, different buttons. It's up to you. You can choose which of those you would like to go through as other options. All right. So if you have questions about any of this, please make sure you reach out to your teacher. Again, once you've done one of those lessons, please take a screenshot showing completion so that we have documentation that you've done those. All right. If you've got questions, reach out to your teacher. Have fun with this, be creative, and enjoy kind of learning how to use TinkerCAD with these starters and lessons. Oh, almost forgot. Don't forget your daily summary right here after you're done. What was something that you learned and what did you complete? And then you get to the stop sign, end of day 2. All right, have fun with this, Good luck. Reach out to your teachers if you have questions.